Okay, so I want to talk to you about something that is extremely common in divorce, and that is feeling as though you did all that you could do. You tried to be the spouse that you thought was a good spouse. And in addition to that, you try to please your partner, meaning if they wanted to do this, you tried to do this the way they wanted it done. And so now you're getting divorced. So you're feeling like, what did I do wrong? I tried to do all of the things right, and even still, we're in this position. So, what I'd like, for you to know and understand is that we are only in control of ourselves. And while I believe 100% in accountability, meaning, whatever ownership you need to take as far as your relationship didn't work out the way you wanted it to. That doesn't mean you should spend that time pointing the finger at your partner and simply saying it's all their fault, no matter what, because that takes your power away. Okay. But as far as you saying, everything is your fault in a way that is making you feel bad about yourself, is making you feel like, I'm not good in relationships, I could never be in a relationship. That's what I want to address right now. Okay. In regards to that type of feeling, which is very common, we're only in control of ourselves. If you have two people with the same life situations, they're both going to react differently. Why? Because they both have different backgrounds, they both have different beliefs. Okay, so for example, if you have two people, and this might seem crazy that I'm using this example, but follow me. If you have two people who are driving down the road and they both get cut off, one of them could have complete road rage, totally go off, even follow the person, start screaming, crash into their car or whatever. The other person that the exact same thing happened to could shake their head like that's a bad driver and then not think about it anymore and just keep driving. Same exact situation, but different reactions. So why am I saying that? Because we are not in control of how people react. The person who is the driver who was going off could have had a bad day, could just be a drama kind of person. It's just their thing. That's how they do conflict resolution. They think, oh, this person cut me off. That says something about me. How dare they? Do they know who I am? All of that because of their own beliefs. Okay. Now, our other driver, who was more calm about it, could say, I got to get dinner on. Um, I have that big report for work that I'm thinking about right now. And that action of the person cutting them off could just go right over their head because that's not their focus. They don't see that person who cut them off as any type of indicator of who they are, what they're doing. They didn't take all of that in. Okay, so let's bring that back to, marriages. All right. You could have a situation where, okay, you had a partner who was unfaithful to you. You had a partner who didn't care for you in the way that you feel you should be cared for, meaning, they just didn't do special things for you or include you. They talked down to you, all those different things. That is not a reflection on you. That is a reflection on what they think is okay, their standards, their beliefs. Oh, this is what happens in marriage. That could be their belief. You could be doing every single thing perfectly. But if they believe when you're married, at some point you cheat, then that's their belief. That's their belief. And then they don't see anything wrong with that. Okay? So now the point where you take your accountability is when things happen that are disrespectful to you or things that are not in alignment with the life that you want, then you are responsible for saying, I'm worth more than this. I don't want to be here anymore. Or you might have that belief, that same belief. You might be the person who the partner is being unfaithful to you, and you might think, oh, this happens in marriage. So, they did it again, but, we'll work it out. And that's not to say that when that happens, you can't work through that. But if you are dealing with someone who is disregarding you, who is, just acting as if they're sorry and then they're not really sorry, and then they keep doing it, and you've told them if it happens again, I have to leave, and then you don't leave and they do keep doing it. Okay. So I digress. I went off on a tangent. Sorry. But those are all relative points. But my point is, we are all in control of ourselves. So not taking care of the kids in the way your partner wanted, you not cooking every night the way your partner asked, you not talking to your partner, how they want, that does not make you responsible for anyone else. They've made decisions of what is acceptable. And then you make a decision of, I am going to accept this even though it keeps happening. I hope that's clear. Okay. All right. Thank you again. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them down below and I'll be happy to respond to you. Okay. I hope this helps. Okay. Bye.